With update 4.7 in July, we now have Ephemera 7 divine codes available. In this video, we'll be briefly covering all the Ephemera 7 common manuals you can buy and how to make the best use of their skill fodder. Since we have double summer banners, we once again have a pair of summer 5-star options. You can get each one for 300 Ephemera 7. First up is everyone's favorite red seasonal unit, Summer Linde. His inheritable weapon is the Tomato Tome Plus, and it grants a massive, game-breaking +1 attack and speed to allies within 2 spaces. If it wasn't obvious, that actually isn't very great, and I would not recommend you use this tome except if you have an unhealthy obsession with tomatoes. If you really want, you can grab both levels of the Tomato Tome plus Chilling Wind and Iceberg. Other available skills include Attack Ploy 3, and there's no easy way to get the lower tier, so you're probably going to have to get all 3 levels here. There is also Seal Res 3, but if you're spending 300 Ephemera just for a COB skill, then I would recommend not doing that. Overall, the best thing I can recommend from Summer Linde is Attack Ploy. Next we have Summer Linde, and her weapon is the Starfish Plus. This dagger has built-in Desperation 3, which is really cool, and it allows you to use another B skill like Vantage, or maybe a mobility skill. I saw a comment on my video about the recent banner that the Starfish dagger would be a good offensive option for Summer Dorothea. I definitely agree with that because she has a good amount of attack and speed. You can easily build her with something like Fury 3 and even use something like Wings of Mercy or Escape Route to dance allies around the map. I have a friend unit that uses the Starfish dagger with Special Spiral, and that is a fun combo that when it gets going. Besides this very cool dagger, Lint also has Brazen Tech and Res 3 and Cancel Affinity 3. You can get lower tiers of Brazen Tech and Res from Near's Air or the recent Summer Reese, but both are reward units. For Cancel Affinity, it's a super niche B skill and can be found on Matilda, so I wouldn't recommend inheriting it here. I would get Summer Linde if you want a pretty neat dagger for any future units. Moving on to the 4-star options, these cost 100 Ephemera 7. Silas is a pretty good fodder unit because he comes with 3 great skills. Reposition is always high in demand, and you can get it with Steady Stance 3 for that enemy phase defense boost. If you 5-star Silas, then you can also get Even Defense Wave 3 for +6 defense self buffs. He also has the Sling Spear Plus, which is the upgraded heavy spear that is effective against armor units. Very solid combat manual. Next we have Roy, who is an old school unit, so most people probably don't need more copies. His best skill offering is Triangle Depth 3, since you can get all 3 tiers at 4 stars. You can also get the Shove Assist skill. If you 5-star Roy, you can get Seal Defense 3, but again, you do not see these skills be used for a reason. Since Roy has a unique weapon, he also doesn't even offer the Silver Sword Plus, so only buy him if you need Triangle Depth. Our third common manual is Echidna. As the newest unit here, she has some decent skills. At 4 stars, she offers Drive Attack 2, which is a solid support skill that literally any unit can use. If you grab Spare Attack 1 from many low rarity units, you can also inherit Daylight plus Soul at the same time. If you 5-star Echidna, then she has Brazen Speed and Res 3, and she's the only unit with this skill still. Maybe you can pair with the new Speed and Res Solo Sacred Seal. As for a weapon, Echidna has the Rearguard plus Axe, and it grants +7 defense during the enemy phase. This is a great axe if you want to stack defense, and maybe you can use it with Silas's multiple defense increasing skills. Next up is Odin, and at 4 stars he has Red Tome Breaker 3. Despite being a launch unit, Odin is the only unit with this skill, so here's a chance to pick it up if you really want it. You can also snag Moonbow if you inherit New Moon from a 3-star unit. At 5 stars, Odin has Defiant Attack 3, which is another lackluster old skill. I wouldn't really recommend using it over a Brazen Attack skill. For weapons, Odin has the Blue Blade Tome, which grants extra attack based on the total number of buffs on the user. Blade Tomes are always incredibly powerful and one of the go-to inheritable tomes for pretty much any mage. Last on the list is Legault. He has a couple interesting skills, and at 4 stars you can get Attack Tactic 3, which is a really good buffing skill. That can come in Glimmer if you pick up Night Sky beforehand. At 5 stars, Legault has Swift Strike 2, which is a simple plus for speed and res when initiating. If you inherit Darting Blow 1 or Warding Blow 1, which are super easy to find, then you can also nab both levels of the Cleaner Dagger. This weapon grants bonus attack equal to the total number of buffs on the enemy. Not as potent as the Broadleaf Fan because the enemy has to be stronger in the first place, but it can catch switchy units by surprise. All in all, Legault is another pretty good common manual to buy. That's going to be it for this video. I'm definitely going to buy the Summer Linde common manual because of the Starfish dagger. Probably going to skip out on Leo and pick up a couple 4-star manuals instead. Let me know who you plan to buy, and reminder to spend last month's Ephemera before it expires. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.